everyone! Today we're making my version of TINOLANG HALAAN, which is clams. And I am going to be making it in the style of French moule marinière. Ready? Here's what's going into our dish. We have some Manila clams, some fresh ground sea salt, malunggay leaves, extra virgin olive oil, some shallots, garlic, and in this bouquet garni, we have a thumb-sized ginger that's all sliced up. We have some bay leaves, whole peppercorn, and ribboned garlic chive. To top it off, this is some oven-roasted baby heirloom tomatoes that's cooked in patis salt. The first thing to do is to purge your clams, and you do this by immersing all of your live clams in water with sea salt. The reason that you shouldn't use just fresh water is because they actually die in there, and I have this thing about letting my live clammy pets swim in the water, and you'll see that slowly they start to spit out all of the dirt and the sand that gets into them. So what you do is after around 20 minutes or so, you can toss the water and then do it all over again. Some people will actually refrigerate this overnight in the salt water, in the brine, but what you have to do is cover it with a paper towel. Do not cover it in plastic because they won't be able to breathe. We are now going to start with melting some butter. Some people will use olive oil, but I personally love butter. This is actually a super simple broth. And there's something that's very attractive about just the simplicity of the broth. And you know, the clams are going to lend their own brine into the soup. It's going to be really, really good. So right now we're going to toss in our shallots and our garlic. And we're just going to sweat these down. Gorgeous. You know, I always wondered, the onions in the Philippines are super small. I wonder if they're actually shallots. They are, right?
They are shallots.
So, good news. In the Philippines, because we actually cook with the baby onions, those are actually shallots. So, this actually makes more sense. Okay, so this is looking pretty cooked down. So now we're going to add around 2.5 cups of water. And the fun part, we're going to start brewing our broth. So we're going to tie our little spice bag, our bouquet garni, into the pot. Not too tight because you might not be able to remove it. Now the thing is, we're going to watch this until it comes to a boil, and then we're going to start to muddle the ginger. In Tagalog, dikdikin ang luya. Alright. So just be sure to muddle that ginger. And from time to time, you want to taste your broth and see if it's seasoned enough. Tastes good. A little bit of salt. Now we're going to put in all of our little clams.
Don't cry.
Nancy!
What?
Goodbye, my friends. Thank you so much for all of the blessings.
We need to pray again.
I know, dear Lord, please bless them. Actually, the last time Mitzi and I had to do a prayer.
You did?
Oh, sweetie pie. Bye, adios, amigos. So we're going to close the lid and let them open up around 10 minutes or so. Ooh la la. Good job. Okay, so at this point, we're going to throw in our malunggay leaves. You need this to cook for at least 3 minutes or so, 3 to 5, because malunggay leaves can be a little bit tough and they really need to cook down. So we'll just give that a little mix.
What's malunggay?
Moringa.
Moringa.
They're very, very nutritious. They're actually a superfood. And they grow in the Philippines. But good news, they sell them at the Filipino supermarket. And Chinatown? Okay, great. So now we're gonna leave this covered maybe another 3 to 5 minutes and then we should be ready. First, what we're we're gonna do is take all the clams and divide them into the two bowls. With a French way, it'll actually top it with cream, but for today, we're gonna do a finishing touch of butter and just stir that up. And this is gonna make the broth really nice and creamy. So just enough to melt
instead
it
of
down.
adding cream, this is what you're gonna do. You
Yes.
don't have to add cream.
No cream. We want to keep it nice and clear. And take a look at this broth. It's so nice and clean. After your butter melts, and you can totally do this stovetop if you want to as well, just to finish it. You're going to put in the broth over your clams.
Keesa, this will serve about for 2 people, one recipe.
You know, it depends on how hungry you are. Like, I'm sure Barbara and I can just eat one. And we'll be busog. But, you know, a lot of people will say, like, this is a starter or like a soup. But honestly, this is, for me, it's like a main dish, you know?
With some bread. Yes.
With some bread. And actually, I'm so glad that you guys mentioned that, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to top it with a little ribboned chive. And here are my oven roasted baby heirloom tomatoes done with patis salt. It'll just add a little bit more of that umami. You're just going to put a little piece of bread right on the side. You guys know what time it is?
Eating time!
Eating time! Taste test! Okay, kayo! Try it.
Try muna. Okay.
Yes. Well, I mean, try the clam.
Oh, you got 2 in 1. Ano yan? Daya mo?
Twins.
She got twins.
Oh my god, I've never seen twin clams.
Yum, yum. Yum. Oh, good.
So the other thing that
And
you
this
can
one has none.
Well, how do you, what is that for?
It just has malunggay.
get something with meat.
Okay.
Ayun.
Ayun, no?
Keesa, what's the pesto there for?
So that's actually malunggay pesto and break bread. So
Okay.
get
Bread.
Soak it. And then put malunggay.
You know, usually the way that the French would do it is they would put like a little thin layer of like a
Moutarde.
moutarde dumont. With this one, we're doing a little bit of our malunggay pesto.
Can I put this
Yeah.
tomato on it?
Yeah,
Yes.
or this tomato.
This
Ang
tomato.
laki.
Well, that's what came up. I'm sorry. But, yum.
How is it? Bagay? Sarap.
Divine.
Jay, did you try?
Yes. Masarap. Not the bread. Have to go try the bread.
I'll make you one.
Is that your first one?
Do it with the tomato.
She wants to make her
I'll
own.
make my own.
Divine.
Bossy, bossier, bossy, yes.
Outside the kalambuka.
Bagay? Ooh, I love it.
Delicious combination.
Okay guys, if you ever make this at home, be sure to tag us on Instagram. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the little red button down below. We hope you guys enjoyed cooking with us again with the KTs. Have fun, stay safe, and enjoy your quarantine and chill. Bye!
Bye.